Zotac sent over their GTX 1070 Amp Extreme Edition. It's a really awesome card, and as you can expect, the box has all of the new features, and if you want to learn about Firestorm, their software, take a look at the card up above. Now obviously this is a triple fan cooler. It's actually really quite cool and has a new sort of fan blade design where it's sort of split in the sort of bottom half there, as you can see, and it seems to work quite well, which is obviously quite nice. And to complement the cooling system, we do also have 5 very thick copper heat pipes and a whole host, like just a metric ton of aluminium. Like, it's a ridiculously heavy card. It's also massive at basically 3 slots, so if you have, you know, another graphics card right underneath, this probably won't fit in. You also have 2 8-pin power connectors, one of them basically being for overclocking, which is a little bit overkill, but that's what Zotac like. And you also have a very, very stylish backplate. I really do like the look of this, and that push the limit logo there, as well as the push the limit logo on the side, are both illuminated, as well as the area around the fans. Now, we're going to say those LEDs around the fans are ridiculously bright. They actually light up, you know, as you can see here, in a well lit room you can still see that LED light, so that's quite cool. And the backplate, when lit up, does look really awesome, at least in my opinion anyway. In terms of rear I/O, you have DVI-D, DisplayPort 1.4, 3 of those actually quite nice, and HDMI 2.0. In terms of the specs, you've got 1920 CUDA cores, 1835 MHz boost clock, 1632 MHz base clock, and 8208 Hz memory clock, which is pretty awesome for obviously the 8 gigs of GDDR5 non-X. In terms of temperatures, we're looking at a really impressive 67 to 70 degrees, pretty much maximum in terms of you know, full load gaming temperatures, which is really awesome. Obviously you'd expect that from something this massive, and obviously with no non-factory overclocks, so if you did plan on overclocking this, it looks like you have a lot of thermal and power headroom too. Now, in terms of FPS, this does seem to just about beat out the MSI Gaming X 1070 by a couple of FPS generally speaking, although do bear in mind my Doom results here are using Vulkan in this test and they weren't in the last one. So if you were looking to directly compare, do bear in mind that those results will be a little bit different. But either way, if you're planning on getting this card for 1080p, it's probably a little bit overkill. It will definitely last a long time. If you're planning on getting this for 1440p, this is possibly the perfect card for you in terms of both price and performance. And if you're looking to get this for 4K, you might just be able to do it, but I definitely recommend a 1080 for that. But if you're looking for 1440p, this is amazing. So as I said, this card is massive. Now they claim it's 2.5 slots, but it's really, anything that is 2.5 is 3 slots. It is ridiculously large. It's actually quite wide as well, and ridiculously long as well as obviously quite deep. So yeah, this thing is pretty massive. Actually bends quite far down when you put it in a GPU in a motherboard, even a motherboard with a reinforced PCI slot. So I would look to, you know, prop up the back some way there if you do pick one of these up, because it is very, very heavy. But yeah, overall it's a very nice card. Personally, the styling isn't really my taste. It's not something that I personally love the look of. Overall, especially the backplate though, that is possibly the most stylish backplate I've seen personally anyway. And I know there are a few more stylish ones, but either way, I really love the backplate, but at the same time, the side, which is the thing you see most on a GPU, just feels very bland. It's kind of grey mostly, so yeah, that's that really. In terms of performance, it seems to be a couple of FPS faster than my MSI Gaming X 1070, and for around about the same price, that's pretty nice. But obviously you do have a lot more heatsink there, so temperatures I think sat around about 67 to 70 degrees kind of on average under full load, so that was also quite nice. It did get a little bit loud, especially under full load, but at the same time it did a really good job of cooling, so that's not too massive. And yeah, just a quick note on the power connector as well. You do have 2 8-pin power connectors here, which is like a little bit overkill. It does mean that you have a lot of overclocking headroom if you do want to really try and push these cards, and as far as I'm aware, they are pretty good overclockers as well, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, in terms of scoring, I'm going to go, I think, for a 4 for value for money. As I said, it sits at pretty much the same price, at least at the time of filming anyway, of the MSI Gaming X, so that's awesome, and it's priced pretty well. I thought it would actually be more expensive. In terms of performance, I'm going to go with a 4.5. In terms of functionality, I'm also going to go with a 4.5. It does a really good job here. Just the noise is a little bit loud for, you know, the size of the card and that sort of thing. Also, I'm going to go with, I think personally anyway, a 4 for styling. The backplate is absolutely lovely. but for me the side of the card just isn't great. And TechteamGB score, I think I'm going to go for a 4.5 as well, because it does a really good job. It's priced pretty well. Not my personal styling taste, but the backplate does look pretty awesome, and a little bit overkill on the power design there. But if you're an overclocker, this is probably a pretty nice card for you. So yeah, it's also going to get, I think, a TechteamGB Gold Award. It is a really nice card. That has to be, you know, for you in terms of styling. But yeah, other than that, I guess that's kind of it. So if you want to pick up this card, do please use the Amazon affiliate link in the description down below. It genuinely helps me out and keeps these videos going. And if you do want to see more of these, especially if this video helped you or it was just enjoyable to watch, then feel free to subscribe and hit the like button. If you didn't like it, then feel free to hit the dislike button, but let me know why in the comments down below so that I can improve for next time. And yeah, as I said, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. I'll leave a playlist in the cards above if you want to check out the other 10 series reviews. There's a whole load of them, so feel free to do that. And yeah, other than that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.